What's up, Facebook? I'm live on day 28 of the 30-day video challenge. I want to share something with you today that I always share with my players when we working out. Right now we have Troy from TZ Sports working the kids out, and he pushes them to their limit. And I've come up with this saying. Like kids have said, I've been saying it for a while, but I think I've been saying it a little bit more this year. Is would you do it on game day? So the question is, would you do that on game day? Because sometimes the kids come to you with excuses saying, "Oh well, my mother told me I got to watch my little brother today, or I got to watch my little sister today, or whatever." But I asked, "Well, would you do that on game day? So would your mother tell you to watch your little brother if we had a game today?" And the answer is always no. So it's about what's important to you. So oh, I have a dentist appointment today. Well, if you had a game today, wouldn't you have told your parents that you couldn't go to the dentist today because today is a game day, and your parents would have rescheduled it? So I'm just trying to get them to buy into the process, into the process of getting better as athletes, and understand that process is just as important, if not more important, than the game itself. And I think that a lot of times, just in general in life and whatever we're doing, whether it be business, whether it just be daily work, that we forget about the process. We forget about how important the process is. And I always ask is, would you do that on game day? And 9 times out of 10, the kid doesn't have a response because they know if we had a game that day, whatever the excuse was, I wasn't feeling well, my ankle was a little tight, my leg a little tight today, they know that they wouldn't make that same excuse on game day. And to be honest, we're in the 2000s now, but think back to the days when people got their checks on Friday and they wasn't doing direct deposits. You think people took off work on Friday? No, they wasn't going to take off on Friday. They may have took off on Thursday, but they wasn't going to call in sick on Friday because they're going to come to work and get that check. So I just want to ask you, would you do that on game day? So in our business, some of my business partners are here. I think that's a great analogy to use sometimes with our business partners because we have these when we have our weekly gatherings or meetings, nobody's cutting checks at those meetings. But you have to understand that the checks are coming. And people are not showing up, but they wouldn't do that on game day. And I'm considering game day being the day that the checks are cut. So we were cutting check on Thursday night. Would you not be there? Would you do that on game day? So fall in love with the process. We have to fall in love with the process. And I really enjoy the process. Everybody's like, you ready for the season? No, I'm not ready for the season. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying seeing my kids get better. I'm seeing them get stronger every day. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. And a lot of times, if you get the game before you get to the process, you won't even be ready for it. And I'm using a lot of analogies, but so like let's look at the check. If you get the check before you're ready, you're gonna lose the check. So question for the day is: would you do that on game day? So the things that you would do, think about whatever it is that you want to do in life. And if it's not going to be a check there, or if it was going to be a check there, would you go? Or would you do it? Or would you get that done? Somebody asked you to do something for them. If you knew you were going to get a check for it, or you knew you were going to get paid for it, would you go? And I consider that game day. So would you do that on game day? So I just want to leave you with that thought because, I think it's a powerful message because the kids seem to really resonate with it. They understand it when I say that because they like, no, actually I really would not make that excuse if I knew we had a game today. So for adults, we have to probably look at it more so as a check or something of that nature, and knowing that if there was going to be a check at the weekly meeting, would you not be there? You would show up if you knew somebody was going to cut a check with your name on it, or somebody was going to recognize you that day. You would show up. So if you wouldn't do it on game day or check cut day, don't do it today. Let's fall in love with the process. Day 28 of the 30-day video challenge. Yeah, I will be at y'all tomorrow. I'm really loving the videos. I might miss it. So this day 28. We got 2 days left, and I will be at y'all tomorrow with day 29. Like, share, comment, and ask yourself, would you do that on game day?